Hello, my darlings. Today we are getting into some exercises and stretches specifically designed for the C-5, C-6 discs. It will be involving light weights or an open-ended resistance band, as well as a long kitchen towel or a long hand towel. This is the longest kitchen towel that I could find. It does need to be able to wrap around your neck, and we are going to fold it as small as we can, rolling it so that we have a nice handle on it and we can wrap it around our necks. But we'll be saving both of those for later. I just want to thank you all for being here with me right now, and we're going to begin by gently rotating our shoulders up towards our ears and then down and back, just warming up the shoulders and the upper traps before we get into any deeper stretches. We're going to do that just a few more times. And now we're going to begin with lateral neck stretches with 10-second holds, a semicircle moving to the other side. So, right ear to the right shoulder, and then coming down into the middle gently, left ear leaning towards the left shoulder. And then back to center and back towards the right side. These stretches and exercises are actually developed by my own personal physical therapist, and the yoga stretches by myself because I am currently in PT with a herniated C-5. So these are the stretches that I am doing every day to warm up my neck muscles and also to help strengthen my neck and upper back, which is really important in this journey. All right, just a few more here, working our left ear toward our left shoulder, gently holding, releasing into a semicircle. If you need a little bit more pressure, you can bring your right hand to the outside of the left temple, or on the other side, your left hand pressing gently down towards the right temple. Again, depending on where you are in your journey, your muscles might be more strained, so you won't need the additional push or weight of your hand to increase the stretch. And just allowing your head to hang laterally will give you a deep enough stretch. Almost done now. Just really breathing into these simple but deep and effective neck stretches. Holding our head in the middle now and coming up, we're going to roll our shoulders back again a few more times to make sure those upper traps are nice and loose. Now we are going to move on to another neck stretch where we tilt our nose toward our armpit, and then again on the other side. There really isn't a technical term for this one, and my clients always laughed when I would say just point your nose in the direction of your armpit. But these are the stretches that we do. These ones are gonna reach further down at the back of your neck into the rhomboids and the upper back muscles, which can also be strained when dealing with a C-5 herniation. The C-5, C-6 vertebrae actually carry a lot of weight from our heads throughout the day, and if we are constantly looking down, looking at our phones, our tablets, our computers, our children even, then it bears more weight on those C-5, C-6 discs, which is what makes it such a commonplace injury. Breathing deep into the back muscles here as we stretch each side, holding and gently releasing before moving to the other side. If your C-5 herniation is new or fresh or currently agitated, you will notice a lack of range of motion on either the left or right side, depending on how your herniation is. But just keep in mind that we want to keep our upper traps down so we can get as much range of motion as possible. And if you are further along in your journey and you need a little more depth in your stretch or intensity, you can again apply your hand to the top of the head. All right, now we are going to grab our towel that we rolled. Going to make sure that it's nice and tight. The left hand is going to bring the towel behind the head, and the right hand is going to come up and grab it. The left hand is now holding the bottom of the towel at the collarbone, while the right hand pulls the neck, looking over the right shoulder and holding for 2 or 3 seconds. Inhaling here on the release and exhaling as we turn into this rotation. Just trying to increase our motion here, getting a good stretch, and then also just trying to move as if we're looking over our right shoulder, but again, keeping the traps down. Inhale and exhale as we go deeper into the stretch. Going at your own pace if you want to hold it a little bit longer. Last one here, just keeping that hold with a nice deep exhale. Now we are going to alternate the sides of the towel, using the right hand to pull the towel a little bit further to the right, and then alternating hands. Right hand then comes up towards the left collarbone, and the left hand grabs the towel at the top, trying to increase the range, looking over our left shoulder, keeping that left trap down. Exhale, release. Inhale, pulling and releasing. This has personally been one of my favorite stretches during this entire healing process. And I love the way that I can feel it all in the muscles in the back of my neck, my upper trap, and even in some of the upper back muscles. All right, now we are going to meet the end of the towel so that it's even. Getting into a little more strengthening now, we're going to do chin tucks into a release up towards the sky. So you're going to tuck your chin in towards your neck, almost giving yourself a double chin, and then gently rolling back over the towel and releasing in that extension, kind of letting your head just hang. If this one is a little bit trickier for you, you can move the towel up a little bit higher in the back of the neck, and it should give you the support that you need, not pulling tightly on the towel, just really making sure that we hold it in place as we roll through these neck extensions. All right, just loosening up a little bit after that. We're going to bring our towel down. And now, if you have an open-ended resistance band, or these are simple 1-pound weights, you're going to get them set in your hands, arms 90 degrees straight in front of you, and you're going to rotate your shoulders out and come back in. As we open our chest on the outward rotation, we're going to want to squeeze our upper back muscles and make sure that our scapulas are almost kissing or touching briefly in the back. Now rotating our arms so they're directly out in front of us. We're going to continue that motion of opening the chest, opening the arms up, and squeezing those upper back muscles really tightly as we touch our scapulas together in the back. This again is going to help strengthen the upper back and support the neck as we heal through this C5, C6 herniation. A couple more here, and then we are going to alternate to the initial exercise. Arms tucked at your side, elbows bent, palms facing up, squeezing the upper back. Inhale, open, exhale, release. Inhale, squeezing, exhale, release. Alternating again. Palms facing the floor, arms out in front of you, opening wide, opening that chest up tall, really giving a nice squeeze every time you bring your arms to your side or a little bit further back if you have that range. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, release. All right. Now we are done with those. We're going to place them back down on the ground, and we're just going to get into 30 chin tucks, or you can do 3 sets of 10. So again, we're going to be tucking our chin in towards our neck, almost like we're giving ourselves a double chin. And the goal of this is strengthening the muscles in the back of the neck and at the base of the skull, which is really going to help provide your cervical spine with the strength and support that it needs. These chin tucks you can either do in a seated position, or if you prefer, you can put your head on your towel still rolled up and do it from a laying position. All right. Now we are going to get into a tabletop position. So hands stacked underneath your elbows and shoulders, knees stacked underneath your hips. And we're going to push and release into cat and cow, really allowing our neck to stretch in the cow and hang loose in the cat, which is also going to allow a deeper stretch and is going to help strengthen these neck and upper back muscles that we're focusing here on today. Exhale, pushing into cow, inhaling deeply into cat. Exhale, release. Inhale, big arch, getting a stretch in the upper back. You'll notice here that I like to rock in my cat and cow if you want a little bit more movement, or if you need to let your head hang a little bit longer in cat, or you want to open up the spine a little bit with some spine circles here, you can do that as well. This practice is yours. All right. We're going to come down onto our stomachs now. Forearms on the ground, elbows stacked under the shoulders, Sphinx position, and making sure the traps are being pushed away from the ears. We're going to alternate looking over or mimicking the motion of looking over our left and right shoulders. This is really going to help strengthen and open up those neck muscles to help increase our range of motion or bring our range of motion back to where it was before. Gently coming to center, looking over the right shoulder, releasing back to center, and then rotating to look over the left shoulder. You can take this as fast or as slow as you'd like, wherever you are in your journey. We've all been there, right? I still am going to PT, so I understand what you guys are going through and what you've been experiencing in this journey. Okay, I am using a meditation cushion here. If you have a pillow, please grab that to support your neck. You could also use the rolled up towel, or if you're further along, you can allow your head to just rest on the ground. We're going to get into open books now. So laying on your right side, left leg is bent and out in front. Arms are straight in front of you, and then you are going to follow the left arm back. Head follows that left arm to get that neck stretch that we're looking for on the lateral side of the neck. Trying each time to look a little bit further over that left shoulder. Inhaling as we open up and exhaling, coming together. And relaxing into our last one now. Releasing, and we are going to go ahead and switch sides. You guys can simply turn over, switching your weight onto the left side now, arms directly out in front of you. Right knee is bent, and taking that right upper arm, reaching it all the way to the right side, head looking over that right shoulder. These are also a really great spinal rotation, along with a neck stretch and a chest opener. If you do yoga, you might be familiar with the supine twist that we're in. Or if you stretch regularly, you might be familiar with open books. I know a lot of my clients have been. Inhaling to open and exhaling to close. One more now. And releasing. Coming onto our back. Releasing our legs to the floor, straight out in front of us. If you want to keep the pillow or a towel, you can. If not, you can go ahead and move that down, relaxing onto the floor in Shavasana. For those of you who were here for the PT exercises, thank you. I hope that these helped. And for all of my yogis, I hope you enjoy this blissful moment of Shavasana during your busy day, allowing your body to decompress and allowing those stretches to really sink into the fascia and the muscle that we're trying to release and free from these pains and strains, and just allowing our bodies a little bit more rest along this healing journey that we're all on here today. I thank you guys so much for being with me. I love you so much. I hope you feel better.